take a trip into my garden. I've got so much to show you. The fountains and the waters are begging just to know you. And it's true, baby, I've been saving this for you, baby. You should know I bloom just for you. Yeah, just for you.
Hello everyone, it's another day of me having my dad drive me. Say hi, Mama. It's my dad driving me to my new location. I really can't stay at one place, I guess. But yeah, in my trusted outfit that I always wear whenever I'm traveling. I'm also planning to do embroidery on this, finish my embroidery on this bag because it became really dirty. It's like a Herschel bag I got when I was another trip. Yeah, you all showed a lot of love on my previous travel vlog, so I guess that's my niche now. Although I have like other ideas for like long form content, but that video did the most views, so I'm about to be a sellout and give you another travel vlog. So yeah. Alright, I have made it to Delhi. I think my only memories of being here are for the times I used to come for my visa appointments, and oh, there is a book on how to read a book. But yeah, not getting distracted from the main story, my only experience of coming to Delhi is either Gurgaon to stay with a friend or coming in my younger years to renew my visas or apply for passports and stuff like that. So this is my first actual experiencing Delhi without having to go to an embassy experience. And I started it with CP, just checking out all the shops. I think my first impression of this place was that it was really crowded, and of course I stopped at a Starbucks, but actually I ended up having a beer after and also went to one of those flea markets, I think Janpat. It was pretty fun, but it was too overwhelming and sensory overload for a day one thing. I should have just rested, but I was so excited to be in Delhi without like an agenda of trying to escape India and actually just coming here and not visiting an embassy. So stay tuned to see what I did for the rest of the weekend. I think you already saw a trailer of that in the beginning. Alright, I am done with my tour to the Humayun's National Museum. Pretty cool, basically, the whole Mughal Empire history. And now I'm going to head out to sit in the sun and enjoy the sun and the actual tomb now. I think my friend told me about Sundar Nursery, so that was my motivation to come here. But I took like the package of all three things this place is offering, which is Sundar Nursery and Humayun's tomb and this museum. So a three combination of three things is the package I got at the ticket place. And yeah, the sun is shining. Let's take a moment to appreciate the blue skies. See ya. Alright, I left the museum and ran right into this park that I went to. It's called the Sundar Nursery. It has like the prettiest flowers that we already saw in my intro, but like, yeah, such a good suggestion made by a friend. A day well spent on a sunny Sunday. Yeah, this is what you see as soon as you enter this park. Kind of like a tomb. I don't know what's that called, like the building that looks really scenic and historical. Whatever. Basically, to go prior to going to that end, there's like a bunch of flowers I took pictures in. I laid in the grass. I can show some of them here, but yeah, there were so many pretty flowers. Just like I said, the Sundar Nursery was very sundar, and there were also options to get food. People just doing a lot of like park picnics, so like people with their mats and their strawberries and their snacks sitting on the other side of this pathway is what I would say. Yeah, and there's also like apparently like folk music or different kinds of like events that happen here that weren't happening at the time that I was there. I was just there for these flowers and just enjoying the vibes. So yeah, pretty cool location, I would suggest for anyone who's thinking of doing a park picnic in Delhi. Pretty like historic touristy location, but also could see a lot of like locals because of these pretty flowers just doing photo shoots. And yeah, a day well spent, I would say. Alright, I am here. I'm where my school friend invited me, House Social. It's just jogging up memories of the times, like I said before, of when my parents used to help me come help me come here to for my visa appointments. So I have a little bit of memory of this place from that time, but the first time I'm going to explore this place with someone my age, my childhood friend. And yeah, seems like a touristy young people place thus far. There are momos. There's momos everywhere. So I'm just gonna. He told me the rickshaw won't take me all the way in, so I am a little bit behind. And oh yeah, there it says Hoskas Village. So I think it's in here. And yeah, up until he comes again, I don't know if I want to shove my camera in his face. Like, I don't want people to just not befriend me because I'm a fucking influencer now. Sorry for cursing. But yeah, I think it would be nice for me to do some recording right now and not as much when he's here so that I can have quality time with my friends and not be influencer Stuti in front of a friend. So yeah, let's go. He may already be here or he is just getting here. We'll find out shortly. Yesterday I got my face face reader on the road.
What?
Like a face and palm reader on the road.
Face red. Oh, I thought
Face
RED.
No. And he was like, first thing he told me is आपको weight lose करना है. I was like, you're सड़क का चलता हुआ
You don't need a face
इंसान.
reading for that.
It's like even a rando on the road knows that I'm fat. And then he was like, he was basically telling me what I needed to hear. I feel because he was like, आपकी खामोशी ज़्यादा बात करती. I was like, shit.
Was it in CP?
Yeah, I was like, well, it's कोई बता सकता है. I look like an introvert from my body language. Is that a real Shein store?
It happened like market.
I got confused. There was food also, but I thought we get better food here. Just so. My dad was telling me they are banning kite flying.
Oh, really?
Someone got murdered.
Oh, that happens
Every year.
Yeah.
Maybe he just likes try to. My parents are very like fearmongers. like कुछ भी कर like एक लड़की थी वो मोमोज खाती थी व्हाट्सएप वो मर गई तो अब तुम देख लो मेरा बताना कौन सा my favorite darling. Alright, at this point, we just focused on eating and gossiping some more. This is a friend I have known since I was in school, so there was a lot to catch up on over some good food. As you saw, we went to Social, which is like a pretty safe bet in Hauskas. If you want to get good foods and good vibes, you can't really go wrong with Social. Look at me talking as if I've been here 1,000 times. It was actually my first time, but the vibe, like the perception is you really can't go wrong if you go to Social. This is us having some papri chaat and that hashtag pani to keep ourselves hydrated. We also ordered some old school chicken tikka, which was pretty bomb. Again, can't really go wrong with a chicken tikka in a Delhi restaurant, I feel. But then again, like my standard with chicken tikka is so low at this point. I used to order like the most bland tandoori chicken or chicken tikka in Berlin for like 20-30 euros and be super disappointed. So yeah, really happy to be in Delhi eating chicken tikka at Social and catching up with a friend. The weather was perfect, the vibe was perfect. I think this rooftop patio type restaurants I'm a huge fan of, and especially in the month of January, February. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, that was our day. Us having some good food, some good gossip, and ending it with some drinks. I had the Aperol Spritz. Look at me as if I'm like sitting in Italy, but it's just me in Delhi. And yeah, that was our day. Alright, this was the beginning of the work week. Fun is over. I'm still working, even if I look like I'm on a vacation. So, the next few videos are just me walking out of different cafes and different co working space. I think this one was from a co working space I went to on Monday. I think it was called Innovate. Pretty cool. Good, reasonably priced. They had this coffee machine and really good spots to work out of. I think it was 400 rupees. per day. Yeah, I think so. And yeah, it was pretty good looking. Look at the view. Yeah, pretty cool. That's my laptop, and that's me with my coffee, and that's like from another day. Back to basics, back to my regular habits of going to a Starbucks. Overall, it was a fun trip, I would say. Even though, like, technically, I only had fun and fully zoned out of like work on Saturday and Sunday. But even like these in between, going to coffee shops and getting food from different places and taking breaks and drinking, like, for instance, this iced caramel latte, all of that was fun. So I think if you are working remotely and want to make use of the fact that you have freedom in terms of location, I would definitely recommend you go to Delhi or any big city in India. There's a lot of co-working spaces to work out of, a lot of cafes to work out of. Most of them, if not all, are reasonably priced. You can be smart about it. You can like do cafe hopping one day, work out of your hotel or wherever you are staying the next day, and then work out of a different place the third day, fourth day, fifth day. That is what I have basically been doing. I think this third wave coffee was my favorite place to work out of, even more so than the co-working space. I think co-working space just has the same kind of people, whereas this third wave had like a variety of people. I could see people meeting for dates, people meeting to just study, like college students, then yeah, people like me, so like corporate tech type people. So I think it was like a more creative zone when you see people from different like spheres sitting in the same cafe. There was good Wi-Fi. The coffee is pretty great. I think I became a fan of third wave on my Bangalore trip. So there's that. And yeah, I also met up with like a Bumble BFF friend date person. That was pretty cool too. We went to like this cafe called Shelby's. That was pretty nice. And yeah, overall a pretty good trip. एक पीस गुलाब जामुन सिंगल पीस मालपुआ एक गुलाब जामुन. Alright, after having that single piece malpua and gulab jamun, my favorite desserts at Haldiram's, I met with my friend from the Haus Khas once again in this cafe in Noida, which is where he lives. A pretty cool co-working space that I went to, and we hung out once again. So I started the trip with him, and I also ended it with meeting him, which was pretty fun, like a full circle moment. Pretty cool. We also went to some bars, and this is me coming back from Noida to my where I was staying. It took like over an hour, and that is how many people were there. Yeah, that's just Delhi for you. And that was it. I also went to a mall, had some biryani, some ice cream, some retail therapy, and then I just ended my trip. I think this was pretty typical of me going to, like, I feel at this point we know what I. There's going to be like one retail therapy session, one co-working cafe session, a bar hang, a park picnic hang. I think I hit all four on my bingo this time. Yeah, I did everything I needed to, or everything is my template of a vacation. So that was pretty fun. Got some Sephora rare beauty stuff. And yeah, hope to keep traveling even if I keep doing the same things over and over, but in different locations. And hope to keep showing you what I do when I go around and make use of the fact of I work remotely and I live in my own country now, and I'm exploring the places I didn't explore properly growing up, and hope to keep you bringing with me. With that, I would end this vlog. Please like, share, and subscribe.